Hello, Maxwell. Really appreciate you coming on at 8 a.m. in the morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me here. How about yourself, man? How you doing?
Good as well. The reason I invited you on is because I saw several wins from you in the wins channels of the real world. Could you explain what that was about? What happened there?
Where did I begin? I made different successes in different campuses. Let's say Amazon FBA, drop shipping, freelancing, all of them, and but mostly Amazon FBA and drop shipping where the income actually started coming in.
Did you have any prior experience with dropshipping and Amazon FBA before you joined the real world?
Uh, yes, I did previously had some experiences, especially with uh, drop shipping. I mean, I had a little bit there, here and then, but for Amazon FBA, for example, I started a couple of months prior to joining the real world, and but a majority of things I learned from, I mean, for Amazon FBA and drop shipping were from the real world. And drop shipping, for instance, I I I I faced many challenges, and the real world was the solution to many of my questions that I had. Because you can ask questions to professors, the members have already achieved something, and it was quite, it pushed me towards the capital that I gained so far.
Are you able to disclose figures you made from after having joined the real world?
Yeah, um, so for Amazon FBA, the first 3 months that I joined, I made up almost $24,000, and for drop shipping, um, it was no, in total. So 1 week I had $2,000, but for that product specifically that I was working on, I made around almost 8 grand, $8,000 out of that. And of course, with the help of professors, and I mean, I ran into many issues, and because I did not have previous experience in marketing, and so I needed the experience of the professors and people who already achieved uh, some financial freedom. And I asked them about this and get some answers. And I really appreciated the fact that professors would answer within, I don't know, a few hours. And I really appreciate that, because I did not want to wait there for days and waiting until they answer. But it was a really important breakout for me too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And considering you had done drop shipping and Amazon FBA before you joined, how different was the material that you learned in the real world and the support you had from the professors compared to what you can find on the internet?
You see, YouTube, like let's say for example, YouTube, you cannot find um, too specific information. People usually they provide vague information, or don't include things that um, are important. They usually have the course for it or anything. But here in the real world, the professors they want to help people. They all the stuff they do, the courses, the community, all the things they do for us. They are doing it because out of genuine, like, they want to help. So uh, it's definitely you know beneficial, because you see some specific knowledge and specific areas of, of the way you can make progress in the courses, and you can learn small details. And yeah.
Mhm. Have you noticed any difference in your day to how your average day is now compared to before you joined the real world? Or is it fairly similar?
It's quite changed, I would say that, because I definitely work a lot more now. I Because there are people who keep me accountable, and I need to keep them accountable. So it is not one way; it's two ways. So they keep me accountable, I keep them accountable, and it's definitely, I used to work just for school. I would do the schoolwork and go to bed, and I do a little bit gym here and then. but with the help of professors and other people, the community in general, um, now I'm able to work around 12 to 16 hours per day with like productive work. I mean, of course, like a few minutes break in between, but usually there's a productive work. You know, one thing I really started to understand is that work, like people think like work is majority of people think work is hard, but it's of course it's hard, but it's enjoyable because you will see the outcome of it, the results afterwards, and it is very pleasant.
Mhm. What would you say to, is there any more you'd have to say for that in terms of people listening to this might find that excessive, working 12 to 16 hours a day? Like it might uh, put them off of joining because they're thinking, oh, I'll have to work this much. Like, again, seems excessive. So, is there any more in terms of your perspective on that that you can add?
So I truly believe it comes from everything from comes from self. So if you really want to have financial freedom and have freedom in general, and so you're not dependent on anybody, you, the work is necessary. It's like you should embrace the stress, you know, and it all comes from discipline. So small steps are very important. First, you have to reflect on your thoughts and your goals. Sit down on the table, like on the chair, and write down and reflect on your goals. Let's say ask questions and make small changes and small improvements and make small steps towards achieving the ultimate consistent work that you can get out of it. But
Mhm.
consistency is key, definitely. So you cannot like jump from you cannot jump from 1 hour of productive day to 16 right away. So you have to make small steps and stay consistent on it, no matter what it is. So let's say, for example, you feel unmotivated, right? You don't feel like it, but it doesn't matter how you feel. You still have to go out there and stay consistent as much as you can. This is the key to. I mean, I'm talking about from personal experience that I had, and consistency and discipline was key elements.